Ah, we're playing Disco Elysium. I don't know anything about it, but it already looks pretty. It already looks pretty on the start screen. I like the art. It's fun art. Oh my god. Oh please, hand. I'm trying to open up. Live? Yeah. Yeah, I just went live.
My Twitch hasn't even opened here.
40 seconds in, Timmy. Oh god.
I get a notification as my next.
I need to get it. I need to go to the doctor. Like, Jesus Christ. It took me so long just to try and open my little green tea bottle here. I couldn't do it with one hand. I'm dying. I'm degrading.
Oh no. Papa tried to call me, but my phone is on silent. He's not gonna be happy about that.
Okay. Ooh, select archetype. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Or I can create my own. Tim, what?
I don't know. I didn't even know that this was a part
I
of
have
the game.
stats?
I didn't know that it was this much of an RPG.
I have stats.
I thought it was just like a single player experience.
I'm gonna create my own. Intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics. Motorics? Okay. That's a choice. All right, how many abilities do I have? Is my next question. Like, what's my spread? Oh, what the fuck? Back. Okay. Holy shit. You have about a half a dozen per category. Gotcha. All right. Okay, so I can be a genius in intellect, but then I'll suck everywhere else. I see. I've got a spread of 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little diamonds that I can put somewhere. So I'm gonna do man, how emotionally intelligent. I want to do a 4 in emotional intelligence. I'm gonna have average physique. Oh man. Is that what I'm gonna do? Oh no, analysis paralysis. Oh god. What if I just randomize? Ooh, 5 and 5. I can do 5, 5, 1, 1. It can just be truly terrible in 2 things and amazing in 2 others. Oh my god, this is... Oh. Oh god. Oh jeez. This is not good. My brain.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
I want to be good in psyche. I want to be average physique, average intellect, weak motor. skills. I think that's what I'm gonna go with.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Oh, I want to be the very best.
Okay, so do I get a skill per thing now? All right. Wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Call upon all your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia. Rhetoric. Rhetoric, practice the art of persuasion. Okay. Okay. Understand creativity, see art in the world. I'll do that. Where did it pull from? Oh, do I get 3 in this one and then 4 in this one? Is that how that works? Inner Empire, my beloved? You mean Inland Empire? The hunches and gut feelings?
Oh, wait. I don't think I see chat.
You don't see chat?
I don't think so. Hold on.
No, you see it. Okay, so I don't...
No, oh, there it is. Okay, it's just super late.
Okay, so I only get one of these. Oh, shit. Okay, morale... So I only get one signature skill. Hunches and gut feelings, understand others. Oh good, Tim won't be able to see me making fun of him. Ugh.
It's a good thing I can't.
I don't want to understand cop
anything.
culture. Charm men and women. Raise the hair on your neck. Uh-huh. Party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Oh my god. Flex powerful muscles. And I
will always
keep your morale up. I think that's what I want. It's either... Do I want empathy or do I want volition? I don't understand what morale is. Like it's willpower of some sort. But what does it mean in the game, right? Like... Then there's empathy, and I like empathy, but Then there's just produce fascinating trivia. Makes you a okay. Encyclopedia makes you a know-it-all, turning your mind into a database of facts. It enables you to draw on these facts innately, offering a wealth of background knowledge to all things related and unrelated to your case. What? Who knows when the history of cigarette brands will provide the breakthrough you need to arrest a murderer, or when knowledge of pre-revolutionary guns might save a life. At high levels, Encyclopedia shares this wealth of knowledge to an almost overwhelming degree. While it may give you crucial breakthroughs, it more often will clutter your mind with useless tidbits with low levels of encyclopedia, though you'll be forced to work with only the clues in front of you. Without any background knowledge, copying is going to be tough. Okay. Shit.
didn't know to cop was a verb.
You didn't? You've never heard of to cop to it?
No, actually.
That means cop to it means to like give yourself in, to like admit that you did something. Volition urges you to be a good guy to others and yourself. It enables you to resist temptation, be it in a bottle, between a pair of legs, or at the end of an iron barrel which promises oblivion. Jesus Christ! Volition gives you the will to finish the investigation, improving your morale, one of the 2 health pools in the game. Okay. That's what it is. At high levels, volition makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. It's a bit of a party pooper. At low levels, however, you'll have little morale. Without it, you'll be profoundly unstable cop, falling apart at the seams as you make irreversible mistakes. You know what? I might go with that one then. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It's in their address. Even the clearest water it can keep, if deep enough, can drown. I can't read today.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness.
It's okay, I can't either.
You're conscious from it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
I'm gonna DM you something.
In Discord?
Yeah.
Why DM?
I'm explaining that.
Okay. The last thing you DM'd me was Uwu Rani.
I see that.
Oh, that's funny. It's funny to look back on. Thank you. Thank you.
Ever.
Ugh.
Never, ever.
Oh my god.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you care. Just wanted you to be aware.
Oh. I mean, I don't know how to help that.
I've never noticed it before, so you know that is what it is.
Okay.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead end.
The limbic system.
Soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing. Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. Do you really? You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there.
What the fuck is
Why'd
happening?
You think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion?
Bludgeon myself.
Or did you not sense yourself marinating?
Marinating?
Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Oh. Inland Empire?
Yes, your one disco mother. Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience.
Can you hear the game all right?
The limbed and headed
Yeah.
machine of pain
Okay.
and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk
Yeah,
the desert.
I would say yes. I answered with a question
Hurting.
because now that you
Longing,
ask, it feels like it's a little
dancing to
quieter than what I'm
disco
used to, maybe.
music.
But I think Sarah might have had something to say too, because I think she unmuted.
Oh. Hey, I didn't know you were in here.
Oh, that's David. Dog bark.
I didn't know you came in. You got in here, Sarah.
I came in, but then I realized that I wanted to listen to the thing talking to you, so then I muted myself. And also I have to change headphones so my audio doesn't leak into my mic. But yes. Anyway,
I got you.
yeah. They didn't always have everything fully voice acted, but I think with the final cut, they got everything mostly voice acted.
That's good. What the fuck? What are these options?
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Okay, okay.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. A clarion call from hell.
Okay. Is he naked? No, he's in tidy whities. Uh-huh. What's up with that picture in the bottom?
You will find out.
Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. That was probably me. Hold tab to highlight. What if I don't have tab because I'm using a controller?
I would say.
Oh, it's just the right. It's just the right stick. Okay.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the pins. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
What the fuck?
The
Okay.
blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. The switch must be broken because nothing happened. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Okay.
Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
It's fine.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The morning light hurts your eyes.
Okay.
It's hazy, but the morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see
That's what I
the
meant to do.
face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You look like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its
Oh
frame.
man, I threw my other shoe.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare cup. It says,
Okay.
whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it.
Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red. Hey Tim, what's the alcohol content of Magnum Red?
You mean Commodore Red?
Commodore Red. Yeah, Magnum bottle of Commodore Red. Sorry.
Or like 30 or 40% like normal.
Is that a liquor?
I'm sure. Let me look.
Is it even a real like thing?
I don't think so. No, it doesn't appear to be.
No.
Hello, officer.
There is no cited alcohol content also because of that.
Year's 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days.
Okay.
On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
That's stupid.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
A fondness for contradictory statements.
Extraordinary. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Okay. Trompe le monde? Okay. So you've played this game, Sarah?
I have played it. It's been a couple years, but the atmosphere.
I got you. This shit's wild.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach,
Oh, yeah.
he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Kim
If an
Kitsuragi?
assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. Why?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Sure.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative.
Okay then.
Oh, fuck.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to
Alright.
speed. I understand the scene is out, but it also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? That
Look,
means
man,
the body is no longer in the tree.
No.
So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I'll just be
I can see
honest.
you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern. After you, officer.
Okay.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can
Okay.
use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him
Okay.
whenever. by
Is he just gonna
interrupting
follow
the
me
call.
around? Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Mess hall. pinball machine.
Hello, sweetie.
The cryptozoologist's wife.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me.
Okay.
I'm too old and too married besides.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back. But that ship sailed.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Okay.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? It does still look like that in some parts of the city, doesn't it? We are in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, dear, and the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Revachol. Okay.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Damn. If I just called it a war zone and she's saying it's the most beautiful city in the world, what does the rest of the fucking world look
I
like?
haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid.
Yeah, I did see that.
Take this pen. Knowledge should
A
always be
pin.
rewarded.
Hey.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope. Sadly not.
Okay.
Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven. Oh dear. You were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Oh.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I forgot I had
Yes, and
you.
it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on. And, sweetie,
You just said we don't have government, so how do we have law?
You don't have representation in government. You have rulers.
And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Okay.
Of course, dear.
Well, I talked to that lady for a long time.
A man in his late 20s
Oh,
with a
there's
thin,
no-
unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
Time works
He
weird
drops
in
the
this
ledger he was
game.
holding
Okay.
and turns to the lieutenant. Could he be irritated with you? He
I can
avoids
explain
eye
that, but I'll
contact
let you get
altogether,
through your
like you're
conversation
not
first.
even there.
No, that's fair.
Is it better if you don't explain it?
That's also a possibility. I'm trying not
Mr.
to
Guard,
not to explain
right?
things. That there's
Oh, I understand that.
You run this place.
I have that problem as well when he plays certain games, like a certain.
I am
Story
King
based
Kitsuragi from Precinct
game.
57. This is
He's
an
playing.
inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41,
I don't know what you're talking about, Timmy.
Okay, no clue.
Sorry.
I'm currently in between names. That's the best option. Oh, please, can I please just, yes. It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided a solo artist name
That's
yet.
wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work here. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes,
I still only have
of
one
course.
shoe.
For a moment, the man fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said
Okay.
you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
I'm very happy that all of this is voice
But
acted.
you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know
Same.
where
My-
some
So far,
things
I'm
are,
learning that whenever I
but
told you
as
I knew
said,
nothing about the
I
game,
don't live here.
I knew
I
less
just
than nothing.
used
I
to
knew
work
wrong
here.
things.
And I'm not going to start working
Yeah.
here again. If that's what
Yeah.
you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I
To
have
be fair,
everything.
sometimes
You?
this is one of those games where it's like there are memes and then it's like this game is about what?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Like a police officer? Do you have questions, buddy? I'm just sitting here. There's like drool coming out of my mouth. It's just, oh man, I'm swaying from side to side. Oh man, I have questions. Oh man, this is great.
I
Who
don't
killed
know
him?
who killed him. I'm not the police.
Did you
What
kill
are
him?
You crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Where exactly
Behind
is
this
the body?
building, There's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys.
Hell
the
yeah.
hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
This is the stupidest question to ask this man. Ask the man behind the bar, tending the bar. Are you the bartender? What?
She went away because none of your business. Extra fine.
One more time, Sarah.
Nothing.
Okay.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's a cafeteria manager.
All of a sudden, this is clearly
Yeah.
a touchy subject for him.
Yeah. Because it says.
You look
That
like a
period of
bartender.
My life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's
I
the
have
difference?
3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
What's your
Why would I
problem?
have a problem with you? You're a hero cop.
So I'm not only a cop, but I'm a
Yes, you
hero.
are. A real decorated hero.
What did I
You
do?
not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my
No,
god, I
you
did all
see,
those things?
actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
Have you seen me
No, I
around?
haven't seen you around. I just got here, remember?
Okay. That's fine. This guy, this Kim, he's got to
so
be like,
fast.
what the
You owe
fuck
me
did I
130
do?
real.
Why?
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button!
What the
Sounds like a
fuck?
responsibility! You don't like those!
What?
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
Hey.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
He called you a what?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
What are you, brain damaged? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Sure.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Okay. My guy, he's not doing too hot.
When there are bubbles, around your head, sometimes they're intentional.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't
Like a
it.
new objective.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill.
Okay.
A great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
How do I do that? Alright. So I go this way, there's a big old hole. And there should be a tree here with a dude on it, right?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face
Okay.
around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Okay.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Hey, great gameplay. Beautiful.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out. Burst by burst.
Yep.
Until a
Am I
pool of vomit
more
lies
sober
under
now?
your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia.
Ammonia? I don't need that.
You just threw up a lot.
Okay,
There's
fine.
streets
Where do I
nearby,
get it?
East of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
It points to
there's
the
a greenhouse
greenhouse.
here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Alright. Ooh. Winch mechanism.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Okay.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine.
Oh my god.
Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
What is that third? What is that third one? Oh man.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
Points
see
to the
that
ladder.
there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor.
Okay. Oh. Am I about to get to my shoe? Is this...
No, sorry.
It's gone forever. You never get it.
My shoe's gone forever.
Yeah, you ate it in your drunken stupor.
No, I threw it out the window. I'm just trying to get back to it, that's all. Ooh.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia,
Oh.
and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Oh my god, yes. Hell yeah. Look at that. Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Did you just try that at an 8%?
It was a white
No,
check. It's
no.
returnable.
That's still
Oh,
too
okay.
high. What were you thinking? You're not a kid then. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Oh man.
Sure. Just be careful, okay?
Okay,
Looks
I
like you
hurt
lost-
myself.
Strained a muscle there.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his
Just be
eyes
careful,
is a mix
okay?
of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first
Many
time.
people do.
Yes, that's one way of putting it. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. But I
Okay.
digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
I probably...
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to... Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous.
Oh man. Okay. What's in the box? Nosafed? What is Nosafed? All right. Are these drugs, Sarah? Is my guy taking drugs?
Okay, so you see how you have two little health bars, right?
Yeah.
You see how
One of
has
them's
gone
dying.
down.
Very, yeah, I'm very close to dying, is what you're trying to tell me.
You're not close. Is there only 3 bars?
Are there supposed to be more?
Let me say this. The game
Hey.
will let you. Let's see.
Will let me die.
Oh yeah, but it'll just like reset. Like I will say that like don't be afraid of failure in this game
Okay.
too much.
But in
I'm-
life,
I'm
Yes,
all-
I mean
I'm terrified of failure in life.
I think I
Give me-
did save scum on this game for one non-consequential check, but one that I just really wanted to pass because it was funny.
This trash container
But,
is locked. There's something in there, not
but,
necessarily
like-
connected to the case,
That
But
you're not
still.
nearly at that point yet.
The body is
Right.
downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria.
container.
They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. Mm-hmm. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the world.
Oh, he's not gonna give me a fucking key. Alright. Can I run? Or is this me running? Okay, I could pick them up if I had a bag, but why do I want to... Erotica, but without actual erotica. Okay, sure. So it's a little bookstore. Where's his motor carriage? Are there, like, waypoints on the map? I'm asking a lot of questions.
The map isn't too terribly big. But I guess I say that it kind of is. Or like the pathing, it's hard to see some of the paths, but like. I don't know.
Okay, there's the motor
yeah.
carriage.
Zoom out. I forgot that.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is vapor emanates from the large engine. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat, and
Take what you need, officer. It's going.
he's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
We're...
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
I feel like we're gonna end up needing all of
The
this.
handle is robust. Weather lets you see things in the dark. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start with.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive.
Oh, man. That's so good. And there's a, okay. There's a pharmacy somewhere?
Yeah, it's called Frita.
It's called Free... what?
Frita, like I think it's FRITTE.
Okay.
Why is 3P?
I think someone might comment on that. I forget.
Okay. I accept that. Go curious.
Oh. Found it.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to
SRC.
look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit?
Why is it written with three
They think
T's?
that the extra T makes it funkier.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay. Cool.
Does it?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
She pops
This-
her raspberry flakes and nods.
Just be very weird about
The
it.
lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half smile.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Now, old man.
Ennui.
yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Can you...
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really.
Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
What do you think happened?
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
I really wanted to ask about the reality, but I feel like
The
it's a
tin
little
machine
weird.
stands in the corner. A sign says,
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
you see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent.
Oh, it's
except for the
locked?
big Fritta slogan on the back.
Yeah, because you have to have 4 real. And you only have 220.
Okay.
A small cabinet on the wall
Is this
filled
the-
with various medicines.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but
Okay.
we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay.
Okay. Don't, like, overdo it or something.
So funny. The word was right. The ennui, to be like, I don't know, like, don't overdo it or whatever. It's just fun. That's just fun.
I don't know that I've ever heard that word.
It,
I'm sure it's French.
Yeah, it just means lack of caring, kind of. It's like very blasé, like,
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
do I have to pass this to get?
You eventually have to get the body down. There are different ways to get endurance other than straight up just having ammonia. White
Okay.
checks are only retryable if you have something that changes. Like, they're not going to let you keep re-rolling it, but if you have either you leveled up and you put another skill point in, or you have some other item, then it'll let you retry it.
Right.
And red checks are not retryable.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are other ways to get, my god, ads. There are other ways to get stat increases. Perhaps.
I got you. Okay, I see my shoe. How do I get up there?
Good question.
Great question. Bad question.
No, it's a good question. I think that's a viable pursuit.
I'm gonna go get my shoe.
Okay.
Okay, we go upstairs. Okay. There's a door right here. Got it. Hell yeah.
Sometimes they're just out.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Hell yeah. I did a thing.
Do the thing. Woo!
I got a thing done. Oh man, oh man. Oh yeah, I need to use the radio. Lena encouraged you to ask the others. Explain the world. Perhaps a rich person made the call reporting the crime. Right. All right.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Nah. That was such a fun little like I like that there are just invasive thoughts that are happening. That's good.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
Mine? No, it belongs to...
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why.
I thought as much. And are you the only party except the trash container?
Sorry.
Well, yes. Us and the garbage
The way
disposal
Kim said,
company.
"Thank you for clearing that up."
Yeah. Yeah. It belongs to the building. Oh yeah, thanks.
It seems a little
Like an asshole.
doesn't it?
God
Something
bless.
stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist.
Oh.
He was a leading figure on the Grand side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Yum
He
yum.
killed
Tell me more. Oh. Oh shit. Thanks. Oh man.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do? Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed
Okay.
until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest. They come here in the evenings. Dumb,
Okay.
unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the
Okay.
but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. retaliate.
I'm
You should
above
find out
gratuitous
who's
baiting.
factories occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We
Alright.
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men.
What?
Fair enough.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium.
Okay.
This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Fair enough. Alright, and I've got that. Okay.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
I will leave that alone for now.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
We're gonna open the lid.
Food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt,
Hey.
olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if
All
he
right.
knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
The fuck's he on about? Kuno. He thinks you're an infant or something.
See? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well...
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
Okay.
We found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Okay.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
Ow.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further.
I don't want that
by going to the
interactable
Interact
item.
tab in your inventory.
Oh.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay. Well. Guys, I feel really bad about taking that mug now. Alright. Okay, read my ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow paper. There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves: work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 5th. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot.
Okay.
I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. It was presumptuous of me.
Definitely burned out, yeah.
Sooner or later.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, Still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
That's a good name. It's a good name.
I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Furies are at home in the mirror, because that's what we started up on.
I have to be honest,
Off on,
I'm
right?
not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also, could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name.
Okay.
Think.
Less poetic. Shit on a stick.
I have to tell you what.
He isn't actually laughing.
Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger, they're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
Fun is outlawed with this guy. What a knock!
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. Something more concrete, perhaps?
Okay, fine.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good.
Oh, I leveled up.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard.
Leave it there, it's cool.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, an aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with...
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Okay.
while a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. You don't exactly close them
Right.
so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. But yes, you can piece them together using alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, why yes, your precinct number is 41. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised.
Oh my God.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard. The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4-size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. Something rattles inside, ever so light. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
The blue heart.
With your hands, you four-sized pages.
Fucking asshole.
To the top of the board. Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Fair enough. All right. How do I add? Okay. So what do I want? Do you have any recommendations, Sarah?
Mostly all of them will come into play with one check or another. I don't remember enough to know. I don't know. They're all really, more or less, I don't know, they all help you in one way or another.
Right. What was the one I needed to jump or that was a physical instrument to get my jacket. An endurance to get to like inspect the body and not throw up. Right?
Yeah.
I'll do an endurance for now. I think that's worth it. In this moment at least.
There he still is.
Did you
looking
still
right
low.
through you.
You see the icon that has the headphones?
The icon that has the headphones, yeah.
Did you put anything into that yet?
No. Can I?
The lower ones. Yeah, the bottom three I believe are open. And so essentially this is your thought cabinet where you have like, I don't know, you can marinate on some thoughts. Sometimes it gives you like, sometimes it gives you stat benefits, sometimes it gives you stat not benefits.
Oh, okay, I see. So So I only have Lonesome Long Way Home that I can add.
Thus far. As you talk to people, you'll unlock more of those based on what things you click on
Right.
for your dialogue and personality choices.
But they're going to like it's just gonna run in the background basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Kuno's got this.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that!
They pay you no heed.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is?
Okay.
Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Fair enough.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway, pig. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno! Speak louder, Kuno!
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching! Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fuck.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he...
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Okay.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno is in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that. You're testing Kuno's...
Get lost.
Wait, Kuno, I threw up and I can't investigate the body now.
Like a fucking volcano. Yeah.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you.
Oh.
What are you? Like 80,
Oh?
right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing
I just
yourself in
caught the
front
word
of
they
a
were
fucking
trying to say
kid.
there.
Oh, you've not you've not got the fact that they've been saying that constantly, Tim.
No, I suppose not.
Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a third person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pig's in here, in Kuno! Somebody, please! No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Help!
What the
Pig's
fuck?
gagging him. Kuno can't speak.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to...
Listen to your friend. Help! No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
I won't punch the kid.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno.
Backing up was a bad idea. Now we...
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch.
No, you're not.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper. You don't know where I come from. You just Kuno's bottom bitch.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember...
Click, 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 click.
Figure out what's going on with this kid.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck? Shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't do that, Kuno.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secret.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. That explains the calluses on your hands. You scaled the side of the building, entertaining the local kids.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything? Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of the game. Kuno goes through like a tube of dead.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is...
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fuck...
Okay.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Every worker's boots with reinforced toes and hobnails. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Noted.
Every worker's boots. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. Nope.
Damn. Alright. Worth a shot. Well, before I go that way, I can call about my address now? Yes. I don't know if I've even, like, accomplished anything.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
All right. Ready?
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The lights unfold with a little.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote one.
The frequency tableau lights up. The soft purr of electrical kitten.
This is Precinct 50.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of what the man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop. And
10-4 message received. 10-5 relay message. What's your status? Over. 10-18 state your message, sir. 10-4, your badge should have most of your personal details. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you
Dick Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not use his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They laugh at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be...
Satellite Officer Dietmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got to hear this! Dick Mullen lost his badge!
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for captains.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost. Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck.
Fuck. Fuck.
No. It's gone. It's not...
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun!
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun.
Lying? Over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth.
Hey.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare.
Oh.
I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance.
I can now just turn myself in. Listen, I've actually lost my gun too. After.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority.
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fuck?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right. That's the negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important.
He isn't getting a red cent.
Request denied, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10.
18 kilometers to the
I got a
south.
jet right down.
Okay, bye.
A small crowd has gathered.
What the
around
fuck?
Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz with laughter. When
What is going on here? Did something happen?
Wait. 18 kilometers to the south.
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his...
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
All right.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least.
Okay.
Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Maybe you were a diplomat, or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases.
Ah.
Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who
So just a gleaming review.
Kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen,
Almost 2 decades as a cop, closed several cases, barely killed anybody. That is, honestly, barely killed anybody alone. You could have just said that, and he's the best cop there is. In fiction and real life.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Okay.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here.
Near the top. Okay.
It has its problems. Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task.
I need 2 more. I need 20 more points to level up again.
I was gonna step away for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Just let me know in case you say something and I don't respond.
I got you. Thank you. Reality lowdown. Ask the local pawn shop. I should probably ask Gart his thing.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of
He knows where we are.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements, the harbor
Right.
gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken. I just coast. There's a little fish. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem. Of course. I won't hold you.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to do.
Sure, keep them.
Oh.
I have another pair.
Cool. All right. Let me go back in here.
Is this about the question reality? You mean, what reality? I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic. I don't know. What about it? We're in Frit as mankind, or as an we're in a transition, you know, transitioning from monarchy to democracy, all that stuff. We're in Frit as mankind in a good place. I mean, science is doing great. I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy. Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article. Cool.
Okay.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice. He didn't do it. It's the truth.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of I walk right past Measurehead. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office.
Yeah.
Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. It was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
That is not...
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
I'm actually gonna come back down here now.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "Not a good track record of mental health in that."
Okay.
A silver plaque on the statue's... Not a good track record of mental health. What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what high above you the king stands triumphantly above?
Fair enough. Worth a shot. Gonna come back over here. What other thing could I do? I've got some gloves. Maybe that helps this number over here? I don't know.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination the second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Damn.
Are you okay, officer?
The weight is reassuring, like a...
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal. No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue...
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
All right. Let's go back in. Let's talk to this dude.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 100 a lot.
130 real.
I was rarely enjoying talk. Another thing. Great. Yes.
All right. Okay. Alright. Use the shortwave one more time.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not going to be talking to you There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Oh boy.
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes.
Oh
It
God.
got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the
Oh
mercy
no.
shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It
Wild.
almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Okay.
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Fair enough.
No, not me. No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Okay.
It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags.
I'm not mad, it's just... you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it
Skua.
against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. You call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you, well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then screamed something about how you're
Jesus Christ.
being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that. And then I had to deal with your toilet, the one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then...
Jesus Christ.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Jesus Christ.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out tool.
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use...
Motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Nothing. It's
Okay.
probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the...
Yes, sorry about that. The Kupris Kinema does have a rather...
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
In the cabin, you see a set. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge...
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights.
Alright.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally.
Suggestion.
And now we know your copper type.
What's my copper type? There are copper types?
Guess what's yours?
Cool
No,
cop?
You're the sorry cop.
Fuck!
The cop who's sorriest. Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. What? Jealous of the sun? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be
God.
super fine. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go. No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
The repentance. I feel like he does need to repent, so okay.
It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe that won't happen. Volumetric ship compressor.
Okay.
Bizarre scientific news from Rivershore West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit's singularity lasts.
Okay.
So essentially, if you don't like the stat changes that it gives you, you can forget it. And you only have a set amount of thoughts you can contain at once, and also you can forego upgrading a skill in favor of unlocking another slot for a thought.
Okay. So, wait, what did it give me? I guess it gave me more Uh,
If you go to the thoughts, it should tell you.
problem. My shit's apart. Now it's
Okay,
together.
so all
White checks.
endurance, white checks. Okay, so those are all
Learning
positive.
cap. Learning cap raised to 4.
4.
Okay. Lonesome long way home, which is just gonna take some time. Still. Alright, so I can try again now?
Yeah.
I got gloves. Do I need to put the gloves on?
Looking
Yes.
right through you.
Anything that you
with his
want
wife.
to, you have to make sure that it's equipped.
Okay.
There he still is, looking right. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind.
They do after 7 days, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to
ceramic
the decaying flesh
boots
above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them, delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possible.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Sabatons.
Ceramic
Okay.
plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils as you push.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal! What's wrong with you, asshole?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why.
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot? It is. It's expensive.
Okay.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years.
Jesus Christ.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about constabulary? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit a lieutenant in a conspiracy.
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without a dead man's boots.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay. Just something I scraped together.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what the guard can afford. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
The sabatons dangle off the man's. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the...
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, the cadaver slowly... The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This anneuse is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
He blinks. It's really funny to
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An
inspect the
intricate web of
tattoos.
blue line stretches across the torso. From the right shoulder to his corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
Okay.
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it? I agree.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
A Trigger Sunshine.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass.
Oh, look,
You
the
see
guy's
streams of
face
color
isn't there.
pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper.
That's fun.
Rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure. Just don't lose it.
Okay.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world. Protruding comic dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is... I'm gone.
What the fuck? Okay.
I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. Go ahead, Coppo. Into the wild in the past. Way out in the west. The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press fucking hard. Coppo the clown.
He means force. It'll work.
What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't
Okay.
talk to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those. Because you're a cop.
What the fuck is happening?
All of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me
Here
questions.
You go, you loony.
Is my name
Fuck
Rooney?
no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You might be onto something there.
Harry Mullen?
Because you have.
Oh.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure we got out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Mm-hmm.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into
Lividity?
focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears
I don't know what that word means.
with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Sorry, lividity?
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
How alive he is? I don't know.
It's like part of judging when he died
Gotcha.
and like what like based on what a corpse looks like.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem.
And whether
Maybe
or not
even all of
certain
them.
things were done
The
before.
delinquents
or
have
after
made
death.
our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe.
Mm.
A pool of
the victim.
If I follow this again.
Malicious laughter erupts.
Big.
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing.
Totally dead. Dabadoob doob dead.
But there is no breath.
I like Kim.
Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Yeah.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and as you narrow your only the lower extra, the monster comes back into.
So, what do you think?
The pool.
The victim.
If I go back down this.
Did we? I don't feel lucky. I agree.
There are
totally dead. No siree.
But there is no breath to catch. Only.
Of course. You have questions, don't you?
I.
Come back later.
Yeah. I'm pretty much done here.
Presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good end. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the bed without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Someone else? You mean like the police? Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern. Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot!
How? Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the...
Yeah! Now they'll miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Silence. With his elbows and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle-loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals.
Kuno studied.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun.
Remain collegiate, officer. It was an honest mistake, and I will not repeat it. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer! Take
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprising.
the fuck are you waiting for, Kuno?
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Point the gun at Kuno. That's so funny.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming as you wait. Your breathing slows down.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos.
Don't.
Do it!
Intense shit, copper.
Fuck, waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic! pathetic.
Nah.
The lieutenant takes the gun carefully from you and holsters it. His
Fucking pussy didn't shoot shit, did it?
didn't shoot me. There is sincere disappointment on her face. This kid was expecting pandemonium and release from...
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and I did not want us to be indebted to Everard Clare. I wanted us to be able to deal with it ourselves.
You need to suck my dick! Why the fuck am I still alive?
The leader of the Union, a dangerous and corrupt man. One you don't want to be indebted to.
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
Not all of us. Acts like that stick.
No one's moving anywhere. Do this shit again, and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife. Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony, put the fucking knife in you. But you and Kuno are good for now, pals. Shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time. And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what?
Kuno is a merciful king, kind to his wayward subjects.
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck-gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. You wanna fuck about that armor? Go fuck the mustached Union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly Union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to.
Yes, this troubadour has it.
Fuck are you talking about? What?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder?
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing.
Get lost.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
No! You told him about it and now he knows your name.
This city is not fucking lame. You are lame. Kuno's tired of defending Rage City from... Just fuck off, alright? And fuck you too, putting Kuno on the spot like that. Kuno doesn't need to fucking... Fuck does Kuno care?
Alright.
Kuno...
Okay, worth a shot.
Yeah, he's a hard character to crack at times.
I see that. What if I do that?
Kuno care?
It ain't gonna
What's
work.
going on? He's like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
trying to fuck at the Kuno, trying to fuck at me, trying to fuck. Kuno only gets.
Kuno gonna fuck you up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Yeah. Well. Alright then.
Kuno.
I've tried twice. Is what it is. Fuck. It's this way. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Why am I having trouble here? What am I doing wrong? I'm doing that wrong. Gotcha. This is the right way, right?
Yes? What do you want to know? Ah, yes. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about it. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynch.
Okay.
There is an ongoing labor dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Mark. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. That's us. The
RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him.
That's right. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing.
His disdain is clear.
This you don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to its natural conclusion. Well, sort of.
Okay.
It's less a matter of who. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoilsport. A good joke.
He does not actually think it was a good joke.
It's not that many. Officer, I'm sure you have a lot. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned.
All right. That is addressed now. Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right. You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall. Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. If the lieutenant were an evil man, fortunately, he's a committed officer of the RCP. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. What? Think?
The lieutenant produces his small blue. That's where his conversations with himself. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite.
He's glad to.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Are they?
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your...
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazarus. Was there anything else you wanted? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Okay. Can I get down from here somewhere, or am I just in the wrong spot? What? Oh, there is money on the ground. Is that the only reason I'm up here?
It might be, because I think the heart, like, there's... Yeah, it's just kind of... I don't think that that's how you get in.
Okay. It's back through that gate like I was going earlier, I guess.
Well, there's, like, multiple different parts to the harbor. The perspective is a little weird.
Yeah.
It takes some getting used to, like, looking for what paths and kind of, like, seeing where your character can actually reach.
My jacket's just fucked.
I think there is a way to get up there, but I don't know. Or like, I don't. There's a way, but I don't know if you're at that part yet. And I don't know if you could get the jacket before that, other than that check you had tried to do.
Right. Okay. So... I've not explored any of this. Maybe this is something.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is like a big like exploration, talking to people game.
This
Right.
is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
There's nothing there.
Can't believe you didn't take the shot.
She continues to be there. All due to you being a coward and not shooting her.
Wow. The game really wanted me to shoot her.
The different parts of you have their
Yeah.
opinions, yes.
Okay. Half full of rainwater. This looks like
There
something.
must be another way into the building.
Jesus Christ. Why did it sound like that? Did it sound crazy to you?
I don't have your stream volume on right now.
Okay. The fuck was that?
The streets will flow red once more. A great heart.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pig man. Keep your grubby hooves, little old ladies.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2
Okay.
days travel away from Rivershore.
Moneyed.
Its moneyed residents used to posh rest.
Probably the Wild Pines Ranch.
Okay.
We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator. You should take the lead.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant. Can't you tell? I'm Peyton. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come.
You've lessened her desire to
Yeah.
Back, ungul.
I love it. Perfect.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCN. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this.
Hey, we have somebody who doesn't immediately want to call me a slur or
Very unusual. But I
tell
can
me to
assure
fuck
you,
off.
Ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines Group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float a favorite.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez.
They're profiting.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones, or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's...
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8x6 and you could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the... What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
This reality. Ah, yes. The episode.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly.
We may be here a while then.
Alright, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
We're in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. Aren't we all? Martinez is a district of Revachol. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. I'm not a good ambassador.
A brief spike of longing in an upright body.
This place used to be a province. A workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the... Yes, I was slumming it with...
There's a spark in the air. A live wire hanging in the wind. In your hungover neocortex. Then the sea air cools it down.
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of... Yes. We're on an island.
Known to the early Rivacholians, vast.
Caillou. Imagine a pebble.
Caillou.
A smooth
Isn't that
oval
that
pebble
kid with
amidst
cancer?
The great blue sea. Misshapen, cracked.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Revachol.
It is the name of a kid
great
on a
kind.
children's show.
As if it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
History detective. They built this city.
Yeah. Isn't that the joke? Isn't that like the internet joke? Is that he's a kid with cancer?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I don't know enough about it.
Like, I feel like they would have touched on that, but maybe I just don't remember. I remember more of like the Zamboni episode.
I think I was too old to have caught that one at all.
Well, he got to ride on a Zamboni.
I think it's kind of Dora-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like about that age. It was like, you know, like PBS Kids.
The nations of the
It was
Occident,
like that,
or in the DeLorean century. They say it's
Clifford.
where the terrible, by that I mean, we're standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island, able to sustain up to 200 million people.
I mean, there were some
in the
like,
middle of, I think it's fair to say, 22 kilometers from the center of the world.
Shows, like,
That's
like
Silence.
Kids or something.
She lowers the water, the light.
Right.
There is no recognition.
Anyway.
Only the immensity of the sea.
Yeah, this lady gives you
where we
a
are.
lot of lore.
I have no true
Yeah.
answer to give, unfortunately.
This is one thought you
I'm not really listening to a lot of it.
Was there something else you wanted to know?
Like, I'm kind of getting it.
I'm sure my memory impaired part. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Monsieur will be here later too, and...
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
It's better not to eat all your candy.
Okay.
Indeed. I'm always at your service. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Seem rich, can have money.
Look
What?
at that lady. Take a gander. A well-kempt, yet tastefully short, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you. Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. Maybe you could ask her for some stock tips. That's a maybe. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Oh man. Volition. Say it. Say it. Can I have some money?
Of course, detective.
Oh, there's part of me that really wants to. That's funny. Okay. Bro, where am I gonna get 130 like real or whatever it's called?
I don't remember exactly. I mean,
I've gotten like
3.
I've gotten 3 in the course of 3 hours, yeah.
Well, it's also so time has passed.
Body betrays your
I
degenerate.
think time passes as you talk to people.
His body.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb. You reek of it. An invisible sword of unruly emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is reigning.
Ham sandwich race?
Show him the ham still got it.
Begging for help, attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup? You gave the world eugenics, electricity. You dominated lesser.
Jesus Christ, man. I didn't do all that, did I?
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Enough with this begging. You bring your troops to the Simenon Island. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite.
Uh-huh,
A
polycurist.
There
Okay.
are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic race. Those are the Simonese,
Simonese.
Areopagite. A receding genetic pool has led them out on reprehensible street. You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese.
Mahoon is a derogative term for first in some municipalities of Oranje. People do wear shoes made of wood to street parade.
The Maun are proof. The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina. The ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea. The Suren, the other large Mondial.
This guy is very strange.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a dysgenesis.
The Simonese and the
think
Areopagite
that,
are
like,
the ascent.
Like, conversely with
The Areopagites are the latter.
Nature was not capable of more.
degeneracy of genes.
Tu peux bête, un entrain thinkness is the koiko.
Yeah.
The Vasholians, halfway between the
So
Is it
like,
82,000
yeah, this
years
game
that
goes
we've
into
been
a lot of,
recording history? You have very little idea of what
like it has
is happening.
different
But that seems a little off.
political extremes, and he is one extreme.
The revolution came to enough of tips. The FRA museum of failed lesser races like the mosquito is born stem. Then there is the Simino Koiki Termira. Are you sure you were the Koiko?
Jesus Christ.
Especially when they this way.
There is a strange.
There's so much here.
A less than heroic melancholy this time.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious. And so is it.
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman.
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried you might take it seriously, telling things? Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
What do you think, Sarah? Do I do it? Do I actually like subscribe like as a character if I do this, or can I just am I just faking it?
This is like your character actually
Chooses.
Well, let me restate that. Regardless of what you think your character is doing, Kim's opinion of you will be impacted of this choice.
Fair enough.
Though, buckled away at the last. I cannot
do a playthrough where you don't
discuss.
Just don't see eye to eye. There is
Your love for disco music and Venerea. Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do.
There must be some friction.
I want Kim to be my friend.
Okay.
I just.
Yeah.
Mr. Claire is a man of vision, and also to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your idiotic above
I will
all.
also say that there are multiple
Rampant multinational finance still reign in large offshoots of the Seminoles people. I am not surprised.
Yeah, I think I'm already well on the way to being a communist.
Many of the side products of the inevitable cultural.
I've already said like communism's cool twice.
I can see that. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me now. I have heard
he would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Yes.
Okay,
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This is your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
What do you think?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull.
Oh, phrenology? Jesus Christ.
This should dispel any doubt. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia. It is impossible to see any more. This leads me to conclude you are not. Your racial heritage is uninteresting.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk.
I don't think anything about this. We are with...
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should...
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Over the whirling roofs to the yard. You know, if I were strong, if I had chosen to be a strong dude, we'd maybe be in there. But I didn't do that. Nope, did not do that.
There's still time. I know that there is a way because I know that I didn't go down. I think there is a way to build it because I don't remember what that means though. Whether I had just gotten lucky or if there was an item or something. I don't remember exactly how.
Okay.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? The little boy had it good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me.
What happened?
I was
Alright.
asked to look into that armor situation.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere. He comes in his pocket and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right.
Yeah,
for
that
some
sounds like
detailed
him.
work. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet.
Okay.
Better to get this business out.
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science.
How does it go?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is why I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you figure something. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right? I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to them. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Damn.
I was hoping.
Yeah. I'm probably needing to stop here soon. There's a pawn shop around here somewhere, right?
There is.
Is it close?
Yes.
Where's that? Am I going towards it?
Yes.
Colder?
Well, no. I'm getting a delayed feed, so now you are. It should be in the southwest corner.
Southwest. So going down down the road.
Yeah.
Just follow the road. Hey, there we go. See if I can find my gun.
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
700 real.
Jesus
A bargain,
Christ.
I dare say. The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, had, well, there are the cost of removal and reward. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary
700.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved. One especially catches. This is you. Golden orange. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Is the Harmon Welshie W2.
12 for a boombox. 700 for a fucking lamp.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Yes, this sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
I guess I'll have to ask him about.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the...
I haven't had any problems myself.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me
entertained. He might be high. If he is, on what?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You...
With Kim here too? That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a... And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the chart.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
You weren't quiet. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to... When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
15 real.
Damn.
Looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there too. in case you didn't notice.
It certainly does, especially in Revachol. She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest, truth be told.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow.
This mess? He means your mess.
My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things beside. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you are.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already...
Sure thing. Sure, man. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Nope.
Another time, perhaps.
Lonesome. Long way home.
Okay.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here?
Okay. How do I unlock these?
Through dialogue choices, like there's everything from Revacholian nationhood to...
Okay.
Like, Revacholian nationhood is another one of the political choices. There's Hobo Cop, which is one of the copper types. There's Apricot Chewing Gum, so that's something that you would have noticed. And so there will be different interactions with people, and if you press hard enough into certain dialogue trees, it's like, oh, we're thinking about that a lot.
Right. There's so many. There's so many. So many things.
But then that gives you a lot of different things to go and investigate when you get stuck or walled on something.
Yeah. This is crazy. Alright, I'm not going to find a perfect cutoff for this game, I've noticed. So yeah, I'm gonna call it. For those of you watching the stream, watching the VOD, thank you very much. I hope it's entertaining. I'll definitely be back next week at this point. Maybe Friday, more than likely Saturday. And yeah, I'll be playing either more of this, maybe some Pal World, maybe some Danganronpa. One of those. And of course on Sunday, Praise the Sundays! We'll be back with that as well. So stay tuned, and until next time. I can really see this game being super addictive and taking a while.
Yeah, I forget. Actually, let me open up Steam. I thought I had put in how many hours.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed. Joy. It's almost... Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do?
It took me 46.8 hours.
Christ. It's gonna take me longer than that, I think.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, well.
Well.